Good morning, Malawi. It is on a Tuesday, the 20th of June in the year 2023. How are you doing? I have a guest here. This is Falida Liheye. She is an engineer by profession and also a business lady, and she's here to talk about entrepreneurship. Hi, Falida.
Hi.
I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And I'm all right, by the way. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. Nice. So we're talking about entrepreneurship. Yeah, and I understand that Empowered Consumerism organized a training, entrepreneurship training in the country. That was the main event was on the 11th June, and you were one of the guest speakers there. All right. So how did the training go?
First of all, it was such a great honor as a young lady all the way from Tanzania, getting invited to. This is my first time in Malawi. And the event itself was such a great experience for me because I was able to meet different people, different entrepreneurs, make new connections, and that is very important in business. So for me, the experience itself was all amazing. I learned a lot from different speakers in the room. I met professors, I met people who are doctors, who are all in that summit, and it was all an amazing experience of learning so much from everyone.
Nice. All right, so how significant this kind of training?
Basically, the entrepreneurship summit is there to look at people who really want to get an extra move in life, you know, as we know in the whole of Africa right now, the issue of employment is a big issue in most African countries. So the major reason such entrepreneurship summits are created here in Malawi is to empower that young person, that lady who is giving up, that gentleman who is giving up, to think beyond employment, to empower themselves, that even with just little capitals, they can always start their own businesses and become successful. So that is the major significance. The major role is to turn that ordinary person to become an extraordinary person. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, I understand that you're only 29 and an engineer by profession. You're in business and it's really working well with you. How did it happen?
Well, for me, it all started when I was a university student. When I was looking for ideas as students, we come from normal African families, whereby when you're in the university, life is not as easy as people think. So when I was in my first year's university, that's the time I was looking for what to do. I didn't know what I can do apart from my studies that can supplement my income and my living at the university. So at that moment, that's the time when I was looking for business ideas when I'm pursuing my bachelor's in the engineering course. So that is when I started entrepreneurship. I actually started an entrepreneurship at an age of 19.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, so it hasn't been an easy journey. So you can look, I'm 29, but now it's been a journey of almost 10 years.
Yes.
So sometimes people look at a successful person and they think you can just wake up and become successful. But success is all about a journey. So for me, I'm an engineer who has never practiced her career.
Okay.
Yeah, characters of entrepreneurship. By the time I was graduating, I had was already stable in terms of entrepreneurship. So I pursue myself as an engineer, but a business consultant by choice, because I did engineering. In the end, that is my title, but I've never practiced. So entrepreneurship is what makes me travel the world and experience different lives because of my entrepreneurship. So it started way long ago, since I was 19.
You have traveled like across the globe,
yeah,
to maybe over
10 countries.
Over 10 countries.
Yeah.
How do that happen? What's the experience?
All I can say, it's all about goal setting and hard work. Most of my trips internationally, some have been funded by myself, but others also it's just being invited as a guest of honor. As you build your brand and reputation as a leader in the industry, people see your value. So most of my trips, like the first time I went out, I traveled outside. I went to Philippines. I've been there 3 times. Then I've been to Dubai more than 3 times. This was paid by my own company, the Empowered Consumerism. you know. So it paid and featured my trips there to go and see the bigger picture, how other people across the globe are doing the business. But then from there I started traveling on my own, expanding my business South Africa, expanding my business to Zimbabwe. I've been to Zambia, I'm now in Malawi, I've been to Rwanda, Kenya. Actually last 2 weeks, this first quarter, I've been to South Africa in Feb, I was in Kampala in April, now I'm in Malawi in June. So it's all business. So for me, traveling comes with business and leisure at the same time, but it's all coming off with significance. I just don't wake up and travel. I must be traveling, either it's a short vacation or it's a business vacation. So for this year's trip in South Africa was for business, this same empowered consumerism. And for Uganda as well, I was invited as a guest in April. So I flew there, and today also I'm here as a guest in Malawi.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful journey. All right, so I understand that you've mentioned that you started the entrepreneurship career at the age 19. That's way back, and now you're 29. How did you start? You know how the problem is, you get to maybe to go to college, get your degree, and you know life is not the same you expected when you were in the university. Like you do not find a job, and then you're like, let me just opt for entrepreneurship. But the capital thing now, how to start? You're like, I only have 10,000 kwacha, 10,000 Malawi kwacha, or maybe 15. How do I even start a business from that? And I'm looking at something that should grow. You started at the age of 19. How did you start? Did you start with little? Did you start, with just a shop? All of a sudden you've made it. How did it? How has the journey been?
First of all, I always tell people, the first capital is your mindset and the decision. They say where there is a will, there is a way. Mm-hmm. You get it?
Yeah.
So you can start. I started small. I didn't start with a lot of money. Actually, the beauty of what I do, Empowered Consumerism, is a network marketing company whereby it empowers someone with just a minimum capital. Someone can get started and build an empire. For instance, with just a minimum capital of 400,000, someone can build a multi-billion-dollar business. So for me, it all started by knowing what I want. Because by that time, I was at the university. I realized no one is coming to save me. My parents could not fully support me the way I wanted. So I needed to supplement myself as a student. So first capital, I'm going to be very honest with you. I had to lie also to my dad as I needed some tuition fee, and I used that money purposely to empower myself because I knew no one is ever coming to rescue myself other than myself. So even for the graduates here that you say people go to school, they finish university, they don't have a job, it all starts with the mind. What do they really want? They have to look for their ideas. They have to attend different entrepreneurship summit and learn from different people. Then after you have the idea, the capital will always come. Because you can always venture capital because you don't need to start with a lot of money. There are different entrepreneurship businesses. Like for instance, the business I'm in, Empowered Consumerism, it's a business that someone can start as less as 400,000. You know, there is no business that with 400,000 that you can build a lot of income. I started with 400,000, and today with that I've made incredible income. So all I can say, it begins with the decision and knowing what you want, and the how will always come to get the money.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
So I hear as Empowered Consumerism, you do offer trainings regularly.
Yes.
For someone who wants to be part of those trainings, what should they do?
Our trainings are free of charge. We do offer trainings. We do offer trainings at the offices. We also have online trainings on Zoom. So our trainings are like on a daily basis online, but also in our offices. We offer, like here in Malawi, we are at Central Christian University. It's opposite the National Library, whereby on every Saturday and Sundays we do their trainings. So our trainings are just consistent and they are free of charge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unlike maybe if we're doing a big summit, that is when we can have an entry fee. But most of our office trainings are free of charge. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. I hate to let you go, but closing remarks on this, in the significance of venturing into entrepreneurship and even taking it seriously. Just give it to Malawians.
Pardon?
Closing remarks
Yes.
on the significance of taking entrepreneurship seriously. What should Malawians do?
For me, I would tell Malawians that they have a big opportunity here in Malawi. I'm seeing a lot of potential in people here, so they should just believe in themselves. They should sit down and set down their goals and know what they want. And they should attend these summits to learn more and be ready to get coached so as they can become successful. Because I believe whatever a man can do, another man can do better. So Malawians, I know you can do it.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for coming through this morning.
Okay.
It was lovely to have you here.
Yeah, so for those that would want to contact us, they can always contact us. Is that okay to share the
that's okay.
number?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that would like to contact us, they can contact me through my number, and we can always share the knowledge and attend our presentation. So my number is +255 766 7247. So you can contact me on WhatsApp.
For the second time,
can always
you were
plus 255 766 7247.
All right. Thank you very much once again for coming through this morning.
Thank you so much.
You all the very best.
It was an honor.
Farida Liheye
Yes.
is an engineer by profession and also a business lady, and she was here to talk about entrepreneurship and just to encourage you all out there to take entrepreneurship serious. It's a big deal. Division program of Good Morning Malawi paninkani hapa imene kuchokera kubunge la Muslim Association of Malawi akuti limene lapereka thandizo la bedi komanso zipangizo zina za chipatala ku chipatala cha Queens za ndalama zoposa 400 miliyoni. And Nzanga Maulana Lemani anali komwe kuti oneka limene itikati uyasokoselela.